Good morning. It is me, Mr. Marston. I'm your English teacher, and I'm at my house. I have been instructed to tell you that school is back in. I sent an email to your parents and to you, and if you're watching this, you got the email and you're in my Google Classroom. I asked a lot of questions. I said, what is this supposed to look like for grades? What is this supposed to look like for assignments? You know, how is this going to affect my students' lives? And the answer I kind of got back from the principals, who got an answer back from the superintendent, who got an answer back from the school board is, we'll figure it out. We're figuring it out. I don't know what anything is going to do or be. I'm as scared as you guys are about the future, but I think everything's going to be okay. Star Test is canceled, so that's cool. The thing that I've been trying to get you guys ready for all year. Anyway, the thing I want to do is talk to you guys every school day, and I want to do the thing that I think is the most important for me to focus on with you in English class, and that is talking to your hearts, talking to your feelings, talking to your ability to relate yourself to the world. And I think that the best toolkit for that is poetry. So I don't know where it went, but there's a poem that you can look at. I want to read it to you and explain it to you. And actually this one is one that we have done in class before, but I think it has special context right now. And so the poem I want to talk about today is Scaffolding by Seamus Heaney. As an Irish poet. He wrote this when he was really young. He's super dead now. He lived a whole long old life. But I think this poem is super duper relevant right now. So I'm just going to read it through once, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. This is Scaffolding by Seamus Heaney. Masons, when they start upon a building, are careful to test out the scaffolding. Make sure that planks won't slip at busy points, secure all ladders, tighten bolted joints. And yet all this comes down when the job's done, showing off walls of sure and solid stone. So if, my dear, there sometimes seems to be old bridges breaking between you and me, never fear, we may let the scaffolds fall, confident we have built our wall. And so on the surface level, this poem is about the pipes and metal things that we put on outside of a building while we're building it. I'm sure, being as you live near Austin, you've seen buildings, tall buildings being built, and they're covered with these scaffolds. And it's the scaffolds that help the buildings stay up, and it's the scaffolds that keep the workers safe. But someday, those scaffolds are going to come down, and there has to be a sturdy building underneath. And this is a metaphor, right? It's a thing that represents another thing. And the metaphor that we're talking about here is about relationships. Right? He says, you know, if there's old bridges breaking between you and me, you know, it's okay. We're confident that we've built a wall. And for Heaney, the scaffolds, the bridges, the things on the outside that supported the structure of the building were the things that we took for granted, the things that brought us together, right? So for us, right, those scaffolds might be regular class days, Monday through Friday at Connolly High School. It might be the structure of a bell schedule in the day. It might be the fact that, you know, you and your friends have a relationship that you eat lunch together every day, right? And so all of these things are scaffolds. They're the structures that we use to build our relationships, and it's the hope that our relationships can survive even without those things. And it can be really scary when the scaffolds fall away, right? I'm very scared, right, about my job, right? When the scaffold of a classroom and a bell schedule and grades and all these other things fall away, is there still use for teachers? I hope so. I hope that wall stands. And what Heaney is saying is that it does, right? If you have put in the work, if you have lived a life such that you can, you know, believe that the relationships that you have built are sturdy, that when I don't know, like a disease comes around that makes everybody have to stay in their house, when the scaffoldings come down, that there'll still be a relationship. I hope that I can spend some time proving to you that your buildings will stand even without the scaffolds. You know, there's still beauty in the world, there's still art, there's still love, and those are things that are worth talking about and considering. I have an assignment for you guys. I'm going to detail it wherever the rest of this goes. And the assignment is this. I want you to write just a paragraph and send it in about how your scaffolds have changed since we've been sheltering. And how have your buildings held up? Right? What scaffolds have been pulled away from you, and how have your buildings held up? Have they? I hope they have. But if they haven't, you can also write about that too. Please be safe. I'm going to try to do one of these every morning. So I'll do one Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then next Monday. As long as we're doing this, I will try to share a poem with you and give you a little task. Thank you so much. Be safe.